Now, I'm going to start this video off by prefacing this and saying that this video is going to be directly and purposely aimed at the 2K fanboys. I also want to start this video off by saying that I've had every single NBA live, including the good ones, the bad ones,
right under the L.
Since like NBA Live
this may look like a little neighborhood court
96, and I've also had every NBA since NBA 2K, the very first one, I believe, on Dreamcast. So this is not somebody that's just, you know, what's going on Orange Dragon, what's going on Snowball, Black Bruce Wayne, what's going on. I'm not just making this video, you know, just because I have this game. And I also have 2K19, I have 2K18, I've played all of them, right? But there's three reasons, in my opinion, why I think this game will be better. Now, 2K19, we clearly all can agree, anybody that's realistic, anybody that tells the truth will tell you that NBA 2K19 this year was a broken game. I think that we all can agree on that. Even if you happen to be a 2K fanboy, you gotta admit that this year was a broken game, right? The first reason why I think that 2K20 is going to be NBA Live 20 is going to be a better game is the room for improvement. We see this year that NBA Live is clearly a different game than any of the lives that they've dropped before. Last year, NBA Live 18 still felt like it was a scripted game. It still felt as if the computer was controlling what you did. But anybody who plays this game this year, you definitely can feel the real life motion that they took from Madden, and you can feel the difference. There is a marked difference between this game and NBA Live 18. You're actually controlling what you do. Anytime that you want to jump, anytime that you want to, you know, do a dribble move, anything that you want to do, the controls are very responsive. NBA Live 18 was nothing like that. You still felt like you were still being controlled. You didn't feel as if you had full control of your player when you were playing the game. What's going on, Black Bruce Wayne, Orange Dragon? By the way, if you're watching this afterward, this video is uploaded. This is a live stream, so you will hear me interacting with my subscribers during this video. Alright? The second reason why I think that NBA Live 20 will be a lot better than NBA 2K is because NBA Live has figured something out that 2K still has yet to figure out, and that's the scrapping of the microtransactions. I hear so many 2K fanboys that are playing NBA 2K, and the main thing that they complain about is they complain about the fact that you can go sit there and grind for hours and grind for months, and you have to pay for pretty much every transaction, every upgrade, and if you don't do that, then you're not going to earn anything. You be playing this game you can be playing NBA 2K19 for 6 months and still not really earn anything. So the lack of microtransactions, because let's face it, these games are already $60, so who has more money to just shell out in addition to $60 that they paid for a brand new game just to be able to enjoy the game? Nobody has the money for that. NBA Live is cheaper from the start, and they don't have any microtransactions that you have to pay for. So even the bonus content that they give you, the live events, you know, they have their own My Career. All those events are free. The upgrades are free. All you gotta do is play some games. I mean, now you do have to grind to unlock the good stuff. What's up, Orion? How's it going? Welcome to the live. You do have to grind to get the good stuff on NBA Live, but you don't have to pay for it. The way that you pay for it is putting in the work by actually playing the game. The third reason that I think that NBA Live 20 will be a lot better than NBA 2K20 is the room for improvement. Like I said in the beginning of this video, 2K is broken. 2K has pretty much exhausted any new any new mode, any new graphical updates. I mean, 2K19, it looks good. It looks good. Like the players look really good. I would be lying if I didn't say that graphically it looks very good. But just in terms of, like, let me give you an example. My career. What other story could they possibly bring up in NBA 2K20 that would be worth anybody playing that game? They've exhausted everything. They've done the story where my player was a college prospect and now I'm getting drafted. They did I started from the bottom and now I'm going to grind my way up. They did my player was a college draft pick but he's injured. Like, what else could they come up with in the game in terms of my career or any other upgrade that will make the game any different? What 2K does every single year is 2K will find a way to make something in the game broken so that the player or the person that's playing the game has a reason to buy the next series. That's what they do. They'll find something in the game and make it broken. That way, the next year, you're going to grab the game hoping that they fix the problem. And that marketing strategy is starting to get old. NBA Live for years was never really taken seriously. From about after NBA Live 10, I will admit that NBA Live was putting out a horrible product. Like in terms of graphic, in terms of gameplay, it just didn't make sense for them to still be making a game. But 18 and 19, you saw market progress, especially in 19. The computer AI is a lot smarter. The players look look better, and the players are a lot more realistic. If you're playing with a superstar player, you'll actually be able to take over a game with that. 2K is like, nah, you have to learn every single control, and then even if you learn the control, we're going to determine what we want you to do in the game. There's no fun factor in NBA 2K19 or the 2K franchise in general. It's like when they make a game, they totally forget about the player wanting to have fun, and that sucks when you play the game. A lot of times when you see people play the game, they end up very frustrated, very annoyed, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't want to play a game where I'm annoyed the whole time that I'm playing. If I'm playing a video game and I'm pissed off the whole time, I should probably take that game out and play something else. Apex all day? Nah, I'm not an Apex fan, but right now we're talking about NBA Live. I made a video on Apex already. But those are the key reasons. Even when you look at NBA Live in terms of just the graphics, like the players are not floating down the court. They're actually sidestepping. They're actually planting their feet. They gather. Like you don't see. NBA Live to me pays attention to detail a little bit more. The players look like they have a soul inside of them. Like NBA 2K, the graphics are good, but the players don't look like they have any personality when you look at them. Like these players here, they look alive. They look like this is actual Joel Embiid's personality. Even like after like a big play, or let's say it's a foul or something, the personality comes out. Russell Westbrook is super aggressive on his game. So if he gets a nice dunk or he gets fouled, his emotion comes out. You don't see that on NBA 2K. Buckets. Shout out to the 4 in the stream. What up, it's Mr. Lewis. Orange Dragon said he agrees. Like, I feel like 2K has exhausted. They have really exhausted like the possibilities of the game. They've been so used to NBA Live being trash. It's kind of like Madden. Like when you play Madden, like why do people? Ooh. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see them cross me over? They ain't had to do me like that while I'm on stream. But even stuff like this, you'll never see this on 2K. I reached for the ball. I got crossed. I almost got dropped. Like, you'll see crossovers, but more than likely, they'll make them lose the ball and ruin the experience. But I look at NBA Live and 2K like the Madden experience. Madden gets complained about so much because Madden doesn't have any competition. So Madden can comfortably put out a product and not necessarily perfect it because they don't have any competition. 2K was doing the same thing. 2K was taking the same thing and they were putting out the same product. I feel like all they were doing were roster changes. That's all they were doing. But they weren't really like sitting down trying to fine tune the details in the game. And I feel like because Live was so trash, any like small little positive update to the game, it makes a really major difference, because people who gave Live a chance and played those terrible games, we feel the difference in the game. Like even between 18 and 19, there's a huge gap in the quality of the gameplay. Not to mention the value that you get with NBA Live. Your PS4 just glitched. Oh, that's terrible. What's up, it's Mr. Lewis. Shout out to the 7 in the stream. But I just feel like there's no room for improvement for NBA 2K. They've exhausted everything that they could possibly do. And not even to mention that their online experience is terrible. Half the time that you play online with NBA 2K, you're not doing nothing but getting glitched out of the game. Like, I feel like right now, 2K is just surviving their name. And when people play NBA Live, they are trying to compare NBA Live to 2K. And when you're doing that, I feel like you're putting yourself at a disservice. You have to play every game off of its merit. It's not always about graphics. It's not always about the name. It's not always about the brand. To me, it's about the experience that I'm having when I'm playing the game. And that's what I value in NBA Live. It seems like NBA 2K just wants money. They just want me to buy the game. They don't care about me actually having fun playing the game. Sometimes you're playing 2K and like just the logic of the game doesn't make sense. I remember one time I had Michael Jordan and I got right to the cup and I missed a wide open layup with nobody on me. Sometimes you'll get a rebound with a guy that's 6'10" against a guy that's 6'2" and try to go up and miss a wide open layup. Stuff like that blows the experience and it doesn't make sense and it's not realistic. What's up, GT Gamer? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. But let me know if you guys played either one of these franchises, even if it's not in a live stream, but if you're watching this video after I upload this video, let me know. I'm open to all comments, all ideas, all thoughts and opinions. Let me know what game you play and what game you think is better and why. And let me know if you think I'm tripping, if you think that I'm out of my mind or I'm out of my league. Hey, let me know. Never hurts to share your opinion, but those are 3 reasons why I think that NBA Live will definitely be better. To me, I like the direction that NBA Live is going into. Sometimes when I play the game, I don't always want to be pulling my hair out while I'm playing. Sometimes you just want to pick up, play, and have a fun experience without necessarily having to stress at every possession. Even when I'm winning in 2K is stressful because you have pressure to keep the lead. You could be up by 20 and still feel like you miss a couple shots, then all the momentum's gone, and then all that hard work that you've done to get that lead is going to be blown. And I personally don't like that. I get tired of it. What's up, FaZe? Welcome to the live. Like, even this mode right here, this mode is free. All this gear that I have on my player, I'm the guy with the white t-shirt with the blue shorts. I got Denver Nuggets shorts, I have a Golden State Warriors shirt, and I have some I think some, not Jordan 12s, I forget what the name of these. I'm not into Jordan, so I forget what the name of these are, but all this stuff that I have on right now, you would have had to use your credit card on 2K to get, for sure. Or you would have had to grind for 6 months to get this. NBA Live is like, hey, you play, no, I'm not going to say a couple games. I did have to play a pretty good amount of games to get this. But I like the fact that NBA Live is not trying to kill me in my pockets. NBA Live wants me to play the game and enjoy playing the game, and then they'll reward me with gear. NBA 2K is not like that. Now, I'm not saying that NBA Live 19 is without flaws. I'm not saying that. They do have a lot of things that they could work on. There's still gameplay issues that they could work on. I'm not saying there's still graphical things that they could work on. But I just see a market improvement, and it's worth my time. And if you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, you'll really see what I'm talking about. The game is very smooth, very responsive. It makes sense. If I have Steph Curry's wide open, I'm going to make the shot, point blank. But why shouldn't I be able to make the shot? Should I get penalized because I don't get the shot meter perfect every single time, so I just miss every single shot? Like that's how 2K is, and that's something that I don't enjoy. Now, one thing that I think that NBA Live could focus on next year is maybe adding more legends to the game. Bring Michael Jordan into the game. Bring Larry Bird into the game. I don't know if they didn't earn the rights to use Michael Jordan's character, and maybe that's why they're not using him. But I would like to see that next year. And personally, this is going to sound sexist, but I'm not being sexist. I think that they should get rid of the WNBA mode in this game. I don't think that it's a good idea. It's not played. I think that maybe if they wanted to bring another mode, bring the three-point contest back. Bring the dunk contest back to the game. I think both games could use that. But, you know, these are just my opinions as a gamer. I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I'm just talking about a game that I play and a game that I enjoy. Nobody's speaking in fact. I don't work for EA. I don't work for NBA 2K. I'm just, as a gamer, I'm just sharing my opinion. I'll give you another example. Like what I'm doing right now. Setting a pick. Every time that I ask for a pick, you'll see that the player actually does what real basketball is, and they cut to the basket. NBA 2K, if I ask for a pick, they kind of do what they want to do. If I have a center that I ask for a pick for, he'll set the pick, but then he'll go to the three-point line. That's annoying. If he's not a three-point shooter, why is he going to the three-point line and that's not a high percentage shot? It doesn't make sense. They'll let me make a shot with a hand in my face on 2K, but if I'm wide open with a great three-point shooter, I'm going to miss it. Like, that stuff right there, that needs to be taken out of the game, and that takes away from the experience. Like, look at that. AI cut right to the basket. 2K would have made AI lose the ball, and then the computer would have passed it out for an outlet pass, and next thing you know, I'd be getting dunked on. Little stuff, and that happens every single game. 2K will take a player that's not good defensively and make him a defensive genius. Like, stuff like that annoys me, and it makes you not want to play the game anymore. Because now it's gotten to the point where it's not, you can't even say that 2K is realistic anymore. 2K would rather you score with the bench players than they would the superstars, which makes no sense. What's up, Lashika? How's it going, Lashika? Welcome to the stream. But I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. If you guys play 2K, if you guys play NBA Live and you hated it or you liked it, let me know. I even like to look at NBA Live. Like, it looks better to me. It looks more realistic. When I'm asking for a pick, I feel the contact. I feel that contact. Look how on that layup, my momentum took me into the pole. You don't see stuff like that on NBA 2K. I feel like 2K is scripted. It's still animated. The players still slide around. They slide around the basket. They glide on a court. There's no real like players planting their feet.
Come on, man, get that screen.
Now that's something that could be improved. How many times they do make a layup pretty much every time they go out for a layup, but sometimes it depends on what game you're playing. Because I played games where I played yesterday where it seems like I was missing everything. Like NBA Live is not predictable. Joel Embiid is player of the game. I'm doing a live event right now. How you doing, Lashika? That's what I'm doing right now. NBA Live also updates weekly content every week too, so you're not just doing the same thing. I have free content every single week. And see, now this performance grade, these are skill points. The green number, the 101, that's skill points that I can actually use to unlock different upgrades. So if I want to upgrade like a tattoo package, or if I want to get sneakers or socks or shirts or shorts, like instead of me having to pay, and then I can do stuff like this. When I'm playing a game and I'm playing a pickup game with 5v5 or 4-on-4 or whatever it is, when I get to a certain point, I can recruit another star to play on my team. So that the next time that I go play, I can put him on my team. Like that's stuff that 2K doesn't have. All the cool content in 2K, which is far in between, you have to pay for. All the cool items in 2K, you're going to have to pay for. And I'm tired of that on 2K. That experience gets old. We've been there and done that since what? 2K14? They've been doing that for the last 4 years. Nobody can even mention anything new that 2K has even brought into the game that's a wow factor, to be honest. What up, Jay Lather? Like straight up, what can you mention that 2K has brought into your game the last 5 years to where you can be like, oh, this is cool? Nothing. Each year the game has gotten more difficult to play. It's got more frustrating to play. Each year the My Career story is the same. Like, what have they brought new to the game? What new physics, what new animations have they brought to the game? 2K, you can play 2K for a little while and then you can start exploiting stuff. Now, every game has that because NBA Live has that too. But NBA Live, like I've been playing NBA Live since I bought it, which was 7 months ago, and I still see different animations every time I play. I can't say that about NBA 2K. 2K, after a while of you playing it, you're going to start to see the same thing over and over again. Alright, and this is a bonus round right here. You're going to start to see the same animations. The gameplay is going to be the same. Yeah, I like live over 2K too. I like live over 2K, and I started this video off by telling people, like, I've had every single NBA Live and 2K. I've had live since Live 96. I've had all the 2Ks since the very first 2K on Dreamcast. So it's not like I'm partial to one or the other, but just as a gamer, the one that I enjoy the most is NBA Live. I'm gonna be honest. Like I enjoy it a lot more. You might buy FIFA 20 instead of 2K20. They have a 2K20 soccer? They have a 2K20 soccer? I think that 2K right now is just surviving off of their name. That's what I think. I think 2K has just... See, 2K has built a certain reputation for themselves. So no matter what they put out, they could put out a crappy game next year and people will still say it's better than NBA Live. Now, NBA Live is arcadey and 2K is more of the simulation game. But I feel like the simulation takes over the fun factor. Video games are supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be able to enjoy them. You're supposed to be able to enjoy your game. If I'm not enjoying a game, I'm going to turn it off. I don't want to play a game and be frustrated every single time that I'm playing a game. I don't like that. NBA Live is smooth, it's fun, it's different. Like that right there. They don't make every single layup. Sometimes they miss. Like it's not like NBA Live is scripted to where as soon as you get the ball down low or as soon as you cut the game on, you can just automatically start winning. You do have to learn the controls. There is a learning curve to NBA Live, and I think that's a good thing. I think that when NBA Live stop trying to compare themselves and stop, the biggest thing that NBA Live did was they owned their identity. They stopped trying to compare themselves. They stopped trying to compare themselves to NBA 2K, and I think that's the smartest thing that they ever did, because they're not going to be a better 2K than 2K. Yeah, I feel the same. I always say that about Call of Duty. I personally think that Battlefield blows Call of Duty out. That's what I think. Battlefield blows Call. Ooh, I just cashed that. I think that Battlefield blows Call of Duty out of the water. I think that if Battlefield was called Call of Duty and Call of Duty was named Battlefield, I think that Battlefield would be way more popular. But it's the name that Call of Duty is living off of. It's the name. I grew up playing Live too. I grew up playing both games. Like that's why I said, like, I'm not being biased. It's like you got some people who all they play is one game. Like I do have games on here where sometimes I do play NBA 2K, and sometimes I do get in the mood to play NBA 2K, but every time I decide to cut it on, it's a terrible idea. And then when I cut the game on, I remember exactly why I don't play it. Like this year, it was different. I actually brought NBA 2K19 when 2K19 was $30. I brought NBA Live the day it came out, and that's never happened for me. Like I'm one of them guys that used to think, I used to think that 2K was way better than Live. Like my wife will tell you, when people used to play NBA Live, I used to like go on their channel and like tell them the game was trash. But once I started playing NBA Live 19, and everything that NBA Live 18 you were not able to do, you can do and some on NBA Live 19. Put it like that. If you play NBA Live 18 and then play 19, you're going to fall in love with the game. Because everything that frustrated you about 18, they fixed it in 19. Like you couldn't stop on a dime. You couldn't do this that I'm doing right here. You couldn't do that. You couldn't stop and do a pull-up. There was either a three-point shot or you had to use a pick to get by your defender. But now you can choose how you want to break your defender down. The player determines that, not the game. Like right now, I can choose to blow by my defender. Smooth animation. There's no hiccup in between it. Everything's smooth. You lost $30? What you mean? What you mean? Yeah, I lost $30, right? You talking about buying 2K, right? I know. NBA Live 20 just has more upside. Like playing this game and liking this game so much. Can you imagine how NBA Live 20 is going to be? NBA Live 20 is going to be ridiculous. Another thing that NBA Live does better than 2K is they listen to their community. That's another key thing. NBA Live listens to the community. If they hear something that you don't like and enough people say it, they're going to try to change it. Let's say Russell Westbrook gets a different haircut this week. They're going to update it. NBA 2K19 takes 2 months before they update something. If Joel Embiid gets a new tattoo today, NBA Live 19 is going to update it. If Paul George starts wearing different sneakers, NBA Live is going to update it. You get a different haircut, they're going to update it. NBA 2K doesn't do that. NBA 2K waits 2.5 months to update something. 2K, when they do an update, it's just like one big patch. NBA Live 19 updates every single day. And I feel like the commentary is better. 2K19 be talking about stuff that don't even have nothing to do with the game. Like, they bring Kobe on there, and Kobe will be talking about something that don't have nothing to do with the game at all. They're just rambling on. NBA Live 19, you get so into the gameplay that you really don't even have time to pay attention to the commentary. I mean, because let's be real. When you're playing a game and the game gets heated, you could care less what the commentary is. So I don't need exhaustive commentary from 50 different people. Step back jump shot. One leg jump shot. You have to learn the animation to do that on 2K. Shout out to the 6